Hey, and welcome back to God's Fall Escape the Union. I am joined this week by four of our five players. Mags is going to join me for a little one-on-one session later on. And special guest, Doug, who plays Dorro on God's Fall. Thank you for being here, Doug.
No problem.
We're not going to introduce
Thanks
you.
for traveling all this way.
Yeah, right.
No, right?
Yeah. You're not going to jump into the game right away. So we're going to be a little sidelined for a second, but hi. And let's go around and introduce ourselves one by one. Let's start with Amity.
Hi, I'm Orla. My pronouns are she, her, and I play Amity, the demigod of redistribution.
Ashrin.
Hi, my name is Mary. My pronouns are she, her, or they, them, and I play Ashton, the demigod of strands, and her pronouns are she, her.
Dorro.
Hi, my name is Doug Horn. I play Dorro Not. My pronouns are he, him. And I'm the demigod of travel.
That you are the god of travel.
Oh, God. That's right. Sorry.
You're full.
Everybody else threw me off.
There's no halfsies for you. You're all in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then down to Yara.
Hi, I'm Tyler. I play Yara, the demigod of stewardship.
Excellent. And last but not least, Diamond.
Hi, my name's James. My pronouns are he, him, and I play Diamond, or Diamond in the Rough, the demigod of trash.
Outstanding. All right. So who lost the bet to give us the recap from last week?
Hey, that's me, baby.
Excellent. Let's have it.
So last week, after having looked into the bad time no fun ball, Magnuson found himself trapped in a recreation of his home, where he had a few interactions with these other false versions of people he knew, trying to keep him, I guess, placated or something similar within the confines of the God Catcher's, weird floating board. Meanwhile, outside, the rest of us were continuing to fight for our lives, and Yara, in a moment of brilliance, had the idea to cast Skywrite, and had the,
That was
in the
really
sky-
good.
It was super smart.
Yeah.
Wrote the words, "Pray to Magnuson, demigod of redemption, to save Waterdeep, please."
Yep. And they were all very ready. They were like, okay, we'll do that. Like, that
yeah,
seems
we'll
like
do
something easy, and hopefully it'll work. Yeah.
And so, the people of Waterdeep did indeed begin to pray. As far as other stuff in the fight goes, so as we don't get bogged down by that too much here, a bunch of mechs combined together. We went from being like the 3-person bear to a 4-person owlbear. Continuing to keep fighting the Tarrasque while, things were going on, though. Amity at one point did, swing an attack towards the God-Catcher, both allowing her to redistribute some of the HP from it so that way we could stay in the fight longer, and also smacking the God-Catcher with Grust inside long enough for him to be like, all right, fine, I'll come help.
That's basically what it was. Yeah. Didn't work out well for him, but yeah.
I kind of need this planet to be around so I can continue being evil, so... So he
basically,
up,
he was like, he basically helped you so we could keep being a bitch. That was his prime motivation.
I mean, completely in character for him.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
Yeah.
But so he joined, part of the God-Catcher into us as we continued the fight. And meanwhile, back inside, the Pokeball for gods, Mags was continuing to fight against this influence, like occasionally getting flashes as like in the distance he could see like a storm and almost hear what was going on and see instances of it before it would flicker back to this version of his home.
Yeah.
And then during the course of all of this, Ashrin sort of like reached out, grabbing like strands of fate and pulled them together, trying to, get that one outcome where Mags would not be trapped in there forever. And between her and Mags himself, just barely,
Yeah, it was close.
managing to squeak by and find that one way out. And Mags was not so much pulled free, but managed to, I guess, gain control of the orb long enough to have it integrate with the rest of the mechs, allowing them to fully form into a massive rainbow dragon that then began to like fight the Tarrasque and hit it with all this amazing rainbow breath attacks and everything else, and it was sick.
I mean, a rainbow dragon's hard not to like. That's just,
so cool.
yeah.
But it joined together with everything together to make this giant rainbow dragon, and with everyone involved, and Grost was there too. We managed to take
And
down
Grost.
the Tarask, and in the wake of that, the Tarask went limp. The statues were blasted apart into constituent pieces as they gave out in the wake of all of that, and we were all sent flying. But thankfully, everyone was caught because I still had a single spell slot left to cast Featherfall. Thank God.
Yeah, it's really, that was really helpful. Yeah, and I really liked when like you got Gross in it too, and he was like, "All right," like he was actually surprised, but sure, why not?
I mean, like I said, Diamond didn't know who he was.
Yeah, that's fair, right? Yeah, he was.
So
I mean,
it's just like-
like you don't want to judge a 9-foot tall purple demon. They might be nice. You never know.
To be fair, I'm like a 5-foot something raccoon person, and as
That's
far as I know,
fair.
that's a big purple guy with horns.
Yeah.
I'm in no position to judge.
That's true. I mean, I can't imagine the majority of people greet Diamond very well. So yeah, yeah, that's fair. Okay,
But
and
yeah,
then
we started to float down, and Mag still hopped up on all that bridge juice. Was all like, I made a mistake, but I'm going to fix the mistake. And then proceeded to yeet Gratz back into the Godcatcher ball, which was then like caught together with all the other pieces of the statue to form like a prison at the bottom of the harbor in Waterdeep, where hopefully he will not get out for a long time.
yeah, well that was pretty good. I mean, he was just in a statue hanging out above Waterdeep, and now he's combined under 50,000 tons of stone at the bottom of the ocean. So yeah, that's probably a pretty good prison.
Yeah, it's as far as prisons I'd want to put Demon Lords in, pretty good.
Yeah, absolutely.
But
and
as
he's
far as-
got it coming. I mean, if
Yeah.
anyone's got it coming, Grotz has it coming.
Yeah.
That guy is bad news no matter what.
Yeah, no, like he deserves to sit in the no fun ball for
Yeah.
a while.
Absolutely.
I mean, he's been there for a while anyways, but longer.
Yeah. Yeah.
But then after that, with the city saved and such, we managed to return after having been picked up by the Griffin Riders, those that had survived the battle anyways.
Yeah. Lost a
where
couple. Yeah.
More than a couple. But
Yeah. I mean, again, if it was the whole, you lost a couple of Griffin Riders and a couple boats, and they lost the entire navy prior to you. But the point is, you were fighting a Taras. They got away with it. I mean, this is all
that's
the
a
best.
good deal
Yeah,
for
this-
fighting a Taras.
It really is. It really is. Yeah.
Still terrible, but well, the alternative would have been the city and then the rest of the planet. So
Absolutely. Exactly.
But yeah, in the wake of that, we were lauded with cheers and such, from the people, and Lady Little Silverhand greeted us and took us down into the vaults here in Waterdeep, where we were allowed to each pick out a magic item, which were all sorts of fun. And thankfully, we did not give Yara the loaded gun of a bag of
That
beans.
was so dangerous. What were the magical items you all picked out again?
You didn't let Yar do anything.
You thankfully chose not to go for the bag of beans.
Yes.
You
Look at
graciously
the
allowed us
Zoom
to
chat.
live.
What am I missing?
I don't know if everybody else wants to say what they picked up, or if
Ashton picked up the Instruth Harp, which is has a bunch of different spells on it and lets me do cool things if people are put things at disadvantage if I'm good at charm people.
Gotcha. Okay, excellent. And the rest of you?
I picked up the was it called the Oath Bow?
The Oath Bow.
Just the Oath Bow. Yeah, I was like the Oath Breaker Bow. I'm like, no, it's just the oath is made. It's not broken. It's the Oath Bow. So it's most of the time it's just your regular, magical bow +1 stuff. But once per day, I can choose a sworn enemy, and then I get advantage attacking that fucker. And the cover has no effect. They cannot hide, and I do a shit ton extra damage until they die.
That's awesome.
Or 7 days. But I mean, that's D&D. It's like a million things.
Great, sure. And then Yara, what do you got?
So I had to do the decision for Yara of not taking bag of beans because that's too much. And maybe I'll have a couple later, but I picked up a Rod of the Pact Keeper. It's pretty cool. Increases all my spell damage, spell DCs, and lets me get a spell back without having to take a short rest.
Perfect. Okay, and then Diamond, what do you have?
Diamond picked out
Best thing ever.
the most aesthetic thing ever because no party that runs with me runs not in style. She picked out a massive carpet that flies.
Oh, right. Right. You picked out You picked out like the 8x10.
Sedan,
right?
I picked out the luxury sedan of flying carpets so that I could ferry my soccer team of demigod children around.
Yes,
to
of course.
everything they need to go to.
Oh, that's great. All right, so that's fantastic.
I'm not a soccer player. I'm a cheerleader. Come on.
Right. We just got word that our other player, Magnuson, is actually here. We didn't think we were going to play with him today, but he is here. So I'm going to jump to our hold screen for 10 minutes to get him into the layout. Do we have him? Is he able to jump onto Zoom and all? Okay, good. Then I'm going to put us into our 10-minute hold so we can get everyone into the layout, and then we'll see you all in 10 minutes. Good deal. Hey, and welcome back once again to Escape the Union. My name is Aram. We've done our intros already, except for our friend Magnuson.
Hello, I'm Chris. I play Magnuson, the demigod of redemption, showing up extremely fashionably late, and also the bearer of the brand new Spellguard shield.
That's right. And what does your Spellguard shield do? It just guards you against spells? How's that work?
So the Spellguard shield, as I pull it up, grants me a +2 bonus to AC, as all shields do.
Right.
Except also, while holding it, I have advantage on saving throws against spells,
Yeah,
and I
that's nice.
also have advantage on saving throws against other magical effects, and spell attacks have disadvantage targeting me.
Yeah, I can imagine this is going to involve you, like, like throwing yourself in front of a lightning bolt or a fireball or like, right? And like try to catch everything. Yeah.
Mhm.
All right.
On
Excellent.
brand.
So you all had been to the vault. You all had been to a amazing feast, which you had fed a lot and had a little bit of, well, I mean, any of you, like, I guess like back then drinking age was a different thing. So it doesn't matter if you're 21 or not.
Is old enough.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
Also, get your U.S. centrism out of here.
That's also fair.
21.
Well, we all have drinking
Wait for me, you
ages.
weirdos.
Excuse me. Yes, but yes, absolutely. So you guys had rested. There was rooms set up for you, and then when you woke in the morning, all your clothes were laundered and everything was all set out for you, and the city is at your beck and call.
so the first thing I want to do when I wake up, because
Right.
now I'm in a city and I'm very confused. And so I seek out Amity at like 6 a.m.
Sure.
So I've been up for a couple hours.
Oh, she's gonna be so mad.
Yeah.
She was so drunk last night.
So you guys are all in like it's a typical Scooby-Doo episode. You guys are all in your nice little individual rooms, but they're all like across from from each other on one hallway. So you walk out of your door, go across the room, and bang on Amity's door.
Yeah. Knock, 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 Amity. Knock, 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 Amity. Knock, 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 Amity.
That's fun. when you're drunk.
Yara. Yes.
Open the door. Just go
Sweetheart?
in. She looks like she's been up for hours.
Mhm.
And so she goes up onto Amity's
You
bed
look great, baby cakes.
and she sits cross-legged and she's like, "What's a government system?"
Oh,
That's
a-
fun before you've had coffee after a night of drinking. That sounds like a lot of
So
fun.
that's it depends. Each one is different. It's just the system.
Oh, there's more than one?
Oh, there's so many more. It's like it is the system by which a group of people are governed and or make decisions as a group.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
There's another knock, and a gentleman walks in with a silver tray, pulls it off, and lays it on a small table next to
Sir?
you. There's cheeses.
Sir,
Oh,
what
yes,
is your
madame.
name?
Oh, Reginald.
Reginald?
Yes, ma'am.
Reginald, I need you
Yes.
to take this blessing.
Of
You-
course.
Have been blessed.
Oh, well, thank. What happens to Reginald? What's the effect?
Nothing.
Nothing.
She's
Oh,
just
oh,
really
well.
grateful.
Oh, well, it is my job, ma'am, and of course you are the saviors of the city. And pulls it aside. There's like cheeses and wines and grapes and apples, and like the apples have been sliced and cut perfectly. Everything is gorgeous. And this little bow and quickly leaves the room.
Okay, so 1 second.
But is there coffee?
Oh, fuck yeah, there's coffee.
Oh.
There's coffee and there's water and there's tea and there's wine,
So Amity, while eating, is gonna do a quick overview of the different governing systems of like Calgon,
Sure.
which is
Okay.
obviously a
Right.
limited number of systems.
That's true, because there's 5. Yeah.
Um,
5
but
countries
we'll
left.
run over- Yeah, and
Although
also like
Wessel
monarchy
kind of-
plays a not insignificant role in more than one of them.
That's true. And
So-
then Wessel's is like a collective of like 13. Like if you play Civilization, right? So everyone but Wessel is a country, and Wessel is just like all of the city states on one continent. That's pretty much what it is.
So I think we probably spent like an hour and a half going over all
Yeah.
this.
Yeah. I
Okay.
imagine you all gather rather quickly, like eventually,
At
like
some
once
point, yeah,
the
I
smell
start
of food.
steering Yara to,
Yeah.
or we
Yeah,
gather the
there's
others
probably
into
like
my
a
room.
common
Yeah.
area
Yeah.
space that we could.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Absolutely.
eventually Ashrin is like, "Did you want to go shopping, Yara?"
Yeah. And she looks down and she's like,
You go,
Oh.
sweetheart. I have some stuff I need to do, but just we can continue. What we'll do next time is we'll discuss theoretical systems of government. We've covered all the ones that currently exist.
do we have to?
No,
Okay.
no. I guess.
I don't want to.
Guess we don't. Have a great day, sweetheart.
So wait, who's going shopping?
Ashford and I are going shopping.
Okay, and what are the rest of you doing?
Yes.
I would kind of pull Diamond aside at this point, probably if we've all gathered, and be like, "Hey, hon, I have I want to take a long walk in the direction of the seaward. I got a map off somebody yesterday and at the party, and this is where I need to go. But I wanted to kind of take a bit of a meandering route, talk to some people, get a sense of the place first." Before I go there, and I was wondering if maybe you wanted to come with me.
It just so happens. Let me make a note of that. The way I have it set up is like the main shopping would be done. Like if you're gonna pick up a bargain, you're gonna go down to the Seaward anyway. Also, you mentioned the Golden Inn of the Harp. That's also in the Seaward. So just so you know, you all could set out in the same
Yeah,
direction.
Amity's trying not to though.
Okay, gotcha. Well, just so you know,
Doesn't wanna go
right
with
now,
the whole group.
right now, it's gonna be like you're all like, all right, see you later, but then you awkwardly
You're
walk in the
walking
same direction. Right?
No, but she wants to take this like circuitous route anyway
Gotcha.
through like to look around the city. So
Okay.
they're not gonna like walk straight there.
So who's going with you?
She just asks Diamond if she wants to go, and if she doesn't, then Amity will go by herself.
No, Diamond seems to consider it. And it's just like, where's the Seaward exactly?
It's
You know,
down
like-
towards the harbor.
By the sea.
Oh. Yes, no, actually, I guess no. I will go with you there. I need to go and look at everything down there.
Cool.
Cool.
And then Magnuson, what are you up to? Do you want to go with
I
either
think-
one of these groups?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and meander with Amity's group.
Perfect.
I think
Okay.
he's not quite ready to go straight to shopping.
Okay. Well, you got a lot on your mind. That does
Yeah,
make sense.
there's some chicanery happening up in his head.
Yeah, fair enough. Then you all go outside, and it is a beautiful spring day. The clouds have cleared, and there's this wonderful breeze coming off the ocean that just spreads cherry blossoms all over these streets before you. The people are a little tense, but also in a celebratory nature, like you do when you just survived, an imminent death,
The
right?
apocalypse.
Yeah, exactly. So there's a lot of people selling and buying and being drunk in the middle of the day. There's all these smells of food and the wharf, and it's a lot all at once.
So I think Ashrin is actually pretty comfortable here
Yeah.
because of her experience in Ani.
Yeah, this doesn't, I mean,
And-
Waterdeep is very similar in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And what makes it even more comfortable is that she has a stand-in sister next to her
Yeah.
as Yara.
Yeah.
And so like going shopping is like one of those things that she's used to doing.
Totally. It does kind of feel like you're just home. That makes sense. So you guys just make a beeline, I'm assuming, right down to the wharf. The rest of you are kind of meandering? Where are you meandering to? Anywhere in particular?
Just kind of around a little bit. Just to
Okay.
get a sense of the place, but like when they're kind of off, like Amity kind of turns to them and is like, "Hey, like, basically what I'm doing. I didn't want to make a big deal out of it, but since you guys are coming with me, down in the Seaward, there's this temple. This world. I got talking to some people at the party last night. But this world has its own god of love.
Oh, okay.
I'd imagine this world has its own god of many things.
Yeah, their gods are very different. They're a lot less organized. No, they seem just as douchey. No, they're just like
They're
just like
always
gods.
douchey.
They're just gods of like really random things. Like it's way less organized. It's like I think some of their gods
Says the god of
ret.
says the demigod of retribution.
Redistribution.
Redistribution.
Redistribution, sorry, retribution. Although sometimes you
Sometimes.
could get it
Sometimes.
confused, right?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
The mood strikes.
All right.
But there's this goddess, Tamora. She's the goddess of luck. It's weird. It's like a weird coincidence, but she's like really associated with halflings and stuff. And I don't know, I just kind of wanted to go down there and get a sense of the place. I'm trying to figure my shit out, I guess.
Yeah. So
I
you want to
see
go?
no reason why we can't meander and learn
But
more of the deities of this realm.
I also wanted to get a sense of the city a little. I've been having a not great time. I don't know if I've made that clear. I don't mind. I have fun. I don't mind a fight. Fights are fine. They're easy. We've done a lot of traveling between different worlds. And I don't know if any of you have noticed a pattern that they've all sucked.
Yeah, where's the fucking beach episode? Where's just the beach world, right?
What's our beach episode? It's just like, so it was bad enough when I thought we'd just jump to the future and I had ultimately failed to change my city in a way that would have helped anyone.
Yeah.
That was not fun, but then it was an alternate universe, so I was like, hey, maybe the me of this universe never got a chance to try and change it, but then we did another one, including ones that we knew we existed in, and it didn't seem like we'd done any good there either, and so that kind of puts the edge on my divinity a little. I don't know if you guys have...
Yeah.
It's like, you guys, your divinities aren't shit. They make sense. They exist. Like, mine...
Diamond like puts a finger up. She's like, "Mine sometimes involves shit."
No, but it's real. And I literally grab a piece of trash off the ground.
Right.
And I'm like, this is real.
Just in the middle of the road. Look at it. It's real
It's
to this
real.
to this 5 foot tall fucking raccoon in the middle. I guess it's water deep, so they're like, whatever, Yeah.
I weirdly enough, I am not the weirdest thing in this city right
No,
now.
not at all. Not at all. Yeah.
Mine seems to involve pulling people out of the shit.
Yeah, but it's real. Yara, I mean, if anything, Yara's problem is that she could, like, chill out on hers a little bit, but, you see where I'm going with this.
You are trying to get a handle on the thing that you were supposed to be a part of, or is a part of you.
No, I know. My problem is that I've always known exactly. I mean, even when I was young, like, way before... I've talked to Yara, I talked to Ashton about it when we were stuck on that boat for a week. They didn't know what they were demigods till they were way older than I found out, and they didn't know what they were the demigods of. I've always known. I knew exactly what my purpose was, exactly what my mission was. I never doubted, I never thought about it, I never had to think about it. It was 100% of my life, 100% of the time. I had no friends who weren't involved in the mission. I had no life that wasn't the mission. And it doesn't work. Or matter. So yeah, that's where I'm at.
Stressful. And I could see why you'd want to go, search out maybe some spiritual guidance. So you're looking for the temple of...
Tamora.
Tamora. Okay, so you guys head out for the temple of Tamora. In the meantime, Ashrin and Yara are heading down towards the docks. What are you guys doing? It's like maybe a 15, 20-minute walk down to the docks. So what are you all doing on the way?
So, Yara... Well, actually, Ashton, you go first.
I was just going to enjoy the city and get stuff to eat and
Sure.
window shop and look at all the people and, kind of introduce Yara to the idea of a city.
Sure. Yeah. It's a lot, Yar. It's loud. The smells are constant and very aggressive. There's lots of animals in cages.
That.
Yeah, it's tough. It's kind of tough. There's also a lot of dead animals just hanging and being served, and it's
She's not against eating meat.
No.
It's just
I
not
thought you
her
were.
thing.
Sorry. Yeah,
No,
it's just loud.
bears eat meat.
Everything is super. That's right. Bears do like meat. Everything is super loud and aggressive and dirty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She talks to Ashton about that. I'm gonna kind of summarize her thoughts on all this, and I would think Ashton shows her the beauty in the other things rather than focusing on. So she kind of focuses her attention on that stuff, and she kind of notices she's in racks that have been thrown together with buttons, and all these people they look nice, and she's the equivalent of a 13-year-old, and so she tells Ashton, do you think they have clothes?
Of course. What? Of course they do. For everyone.
Could we find some for me?
Yeah. What are you looking for? Just anything?
Yeah, anything.
Okay. So Ashton will find I don't know what the equivalent would be, but just like a nice place that's like
Right.
She wants to find something durable.
Okay.
So not like fancy flimsy, but like something
Right.
that's Yara's style, but more durable that would be not out of place in a city.
Okay. So like an LL Bean, like that. Like,
Yeah, sure.
right,
Yeah.
like that kind of level. Okay,
Yeah.
right, all right. So you guys, I would like you to roll. I would like to roll like a perception and investigation, whatever you would like to roll for. This.
Is that for Asher alone, or?
Well, let's do Ashton because you turned to
Yeah.
her and she's trying to find it for you. So let's have her.
Yeah.
Let's have Ashton roll it. Okay. So good start.
No.
So natural one.
My party doesn't get to roll natural rolls.
Yeah, but you're not with their party. You guys have
Oh,
already
it's
split
true.
up.
I'm not
Yeah,
there.
yeah. All right, so you guys kind of like you are looking around and you're like you've taken this to heart. This is a serious mission. You're gonna find her something nice, and you guys kind of like keep wandering, and you get a little like you thought you were going down a main road. You thought you took a shortcut, but you went down an alley, and you guys went to another alley, and now you are just kind of lost and in a place where you don't perfectly feel comfortable. And as you think that thought, there's a bottle kicked behind you, and a couple of roughs step out from behind you, and then a voice comes out from the other side as a couple of roughs step out on the other side, just smacking a pipe into their hand, like, looks like you ain't from around here, and we're gonna.
It's the union.
No.
Right?
Yara, we need to get out of here.
Well, maybe
There's
you
a-
can help us.
Oh, well, we can help you.
No.
We're happy to help you, right, fellas? Yeah, we can help you, but there's a cost, you see.
Okay.
All right then. How about 10 gold?
Oh, I don't have any money.
Oh, that's a shame.
I have flowers. Would you like some flowers?
What about you? You got some money for us?
10 gold.
10 gold.
Will you take 5?
Looks at his friend. Go ahead and roll persuasion.
I
No.
have 10 gold. I just want to.
Yeah, no.
We need that money for us. We were gonna buy stuff with it, right?
What'd you get? 9 plus.
Plus
20.
11.
Yeah? Okay, that's not bad. I should.
An
I-
unnatural 20.
Unnatural 20. Okay. Yeah. All right. So he looks at you and like he realizes, elves are a little hard, but he kind of squints and he realizes, right, he's talking to a kid, and he's like, all right, 5's good. He puts
Okay.
out his hand.
So I will walk towards him, and as we pass
Uh-oh.
by him, I will put 5 in his hand and kind of push Yara out of the alley in front of me.
All right. So it just drops him 5. He takes it. No big fight. All right. So you guys walk out and then kind of like out of this alley, then back into a very busy street, and you find yourself right at the docks, and you're greeted by this beautiful but really ornate and kind of garish ship. It's ebony in color with all this inlaid gold painted all about it. There's noise and laughter and cheering as you notice that it's parked, well, not parked, but it's docked along this large open dock that has a carnival wheel and games of chants and food and merriment, and it's just lively all in front of you. And people seem to be spending more money, be doing more than they normally would. They're just happy to be alive. And that's what you see in front of you. You also notice a gold thread that when you pass the money to this guy, you must have got caught on his jacket or something. And there's this gold a thread that is running off your hand and running back into the alley.
Do you see this, Yara?
Why'd you give them money? We needed that.
We don't need money.
But
I
that's-
paid them to go away. That's how money works.
That
But
is how money
weren't
works.
they gonna help us?
No. They were lying.
Why would they lie?
You can ask Amity later.
Because all men lie.
Yeah.
That is gonna be Amity's answer.
That's
Damn,
very
I
true.
feel personally attacked.
So do I. Like,
It's
If
fine.
any of you try to raise that complaint with Amity, you will be personally attacked.
Fair, fair.
But Yara, do you see this thread going that way?
You do. You can see it as clearly as she. This
Like into
incredibly
the alley?
long thread. Yeah.
can we follow it?
Yeah, I think we need to go back.
All right. So you start.
Usually these things don't happen unless there's a reason.
All right. So you start winding up this thread as you follow it back into the alley and kind of around
Very
a
carefully
corner.
wind it.
Yep, absolutely. Just nicely split.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, as all thread does, it plays perfectly in your hand.
Mm-hmm.
And you kind of like take a little corner and around this edge, and you're in
Make
this
sure
small.
they're gone first.
Oh, yeah. They're gone. They were
Okay.
like, that's it. They got their money. They're out.
Astrid, you're killing me here, Astrid.
So-
you're killing me.
You walk around the edge here, and you end up in like this little, you know, dead end alley, and you're looking at a brick wall, and the string is just like stuck, like almost as if it was somehow embedded in the mortar in the middle of this wall.
Can I try to pull it?
Yeah, it's clearly, you know, stuck inside the wall, like the bricks were laid with this inside it.
Huh. Any idea on how to get this out of there? Yeah.
Looking at
Knife.
it. Honestly, I
Knife.
was just just try pulling it.
Oh, I tried pulling it. You can try pulling it instead.
Yeah, I'll try pulling it. with
Okay.
my-
With your incredible. No, you gave your gloves.
Not
Didn't
yet.
you give? Oh,
Not
you haven't
yet.
given them away yet. So you still have a 19 strength. So do you?
21, but yes.
So, 20, so let's just say that you know you don't know your own strength and you pull hard. I would like you to roll your divinity.
All right, and that's my
And I have an
Proficiency.
idea after if that fails.
Sure.
plus wisdom, correct?
Mhm.
Oh, I rolled advantage. I'm sorry. I'll just take the first one.
That's all right.
That's an 8.
Okay. So you pull and like you're just leaning back, you got your heels dug in and the string won't break and it's not coming out, but you feel a little bit of give. So there's like there's some play there. You feel like you could pull the string out.
So what Ashrin's gonna do is walk up to the brick wall and like put her hands around where the string goes through,
Yeah.
and cast knock.
Oh, okay. Just then describe how that works.
I think she views it as like pushing it and like separating whatever is holding the string back and just
Yeah.
pushing it away.
Okay. So you put your hands down. So there's just enough room for the string where they meet, and you begin to open. And as you do, the string glows, and this little opening seems to move with your hands. And there's like this darkness behind it that you can't quite see through, but you're able to open it wider and wider, and now the string can move freely, and all of a sudden whatever a slack is in gives way, and a halfling comes barreling towards you, crashes into you, and you guys go rolling into the alley. And Dorro, you just appeared in an alleyway and you just slammed into a woman.
Is the string still attached to him / the wall / anything?
The string is tied around Dorro's finger. Like as if you would do a little reminder to yourself.
What? Why?
I jump up immediately and draw both my daggers, holding them to both of the people standing before me. Ah! You're not cannibals too, are you?
Why do you have one of my strands around your finger?
Yara pulls out her bow and draws it at this halfling. who's
Okay,
threatening.
guys, stop.
Initiative. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was going to.
All right, do it. Initiative. No, fuck
Yeah.
it. Roll initiative.
Guys, stop.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
It's like in every Avengers
I'll
movie, they
become
always
the
make
new
them
dog
fight
travel,
first.
I don't care. That's a 9.
Okay.
19.
Okay.
How do I do this now?
Okay.
not working.
On your character sheet.
I
yeah.
see. So,
You
so
click the word initiative.
Yeah,
so
I did.
no,
Was that-
no. The first thing you want to do, Doug, is you want to go
Oh,
into
there
the.
it is.
So
No, I got it.
you
I
got
got
it.
it.
Good
yeah,
deal.
yeah.
Perfect. All right.
So,
So,
18.
but your
Oh,
dice aren't
13.
showing. So do me this favor.
Let me do that. Let me do that for him.
Excellent. Good deal. You got a what? I'm sorry.
Oh, I got an 18.
18. So Ashrin, you go just barely first.
Can I step in between them and go, stop?
Absolutely. So you just kind of both hands out, push them both
Yeah.
back. Okay.
Just stop, guys.
Excellent.
Or
Are you guys
else-
going to try and
or else
fight
I'm
around her,
gonna be on
or are you going to listen?
No, I'll listen to Ashford.
Okay. All right. So that was the shortest initiative we've ever had.
Well, that's good, since Dorro actually stopped. That's the
Yeah, it
question.
says Dorro
Yeah.
stop.
Do
Well,
you...
my next action was going to be to teleport up to a higher ground.
Perfect. Okay, so the buildings around you are about 3 stories tall. So this woman steps in front of this elf and you don't trust elves. So and like pushes you both aside, and you just vanish from where you are and appear above you all on one of the rooftops, kind of looking
Is
down
he
with your
still
knives.
tied to one of my strands.
So as soon as he teleports, the string just falls to the ground.
Huh.
Once I get up there, I yell down at them. Ha ha! Now you can't get me up here, can you? You people-eating monsters!
And from this viewpoint, Dorro, you can see now that you are in a large city down by the water, and there's music and festivals and people, and everything's pretty normal, actually.
I want to do something really quick.
Oh.
Sure. What do you want to
Why were you
Uh,
tied to my...
Well, I think I recognize this guy from last time, right?
I think
That's a
me and
question.
Diamond were the ones who met
No,
Dorro, not you.
But yes, but Amity told us about a teleporting halfling.
Yeah.
That's
Right.
true. I did tell them about
Correct.
a teleporting
And we do
halfling.
know his name
And-
and
Who
his
was an
divinity.
asshole. I
Yep.
specifically
We,
said
we,
a
we did
teleporting
all
halfling
see
was an
Dorro
asshole.
briefly when he
Yes,
teleported
and we know
through
his name
Yeah.
and his
statue.
divinity because Oinkers told us.
Yep.
So-
Yeah,
How
absolutely.
far-
true.
Yep.
How far up is he?
famous.
So he's like a little bit over 30 feet above you.
Okay, I'm gonna cast some Tingle on him.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. All right. So how does that
I'm
work? He
trying-
has to.
So,
he has to.
so on the top of this roof,
Yeah.
whatever dirt and grass is on it, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
The grasping weeds and vines begin to spread out on top of the roof in a 20-foot square.
Fantastic.
And he needs to make a strength savings throw.
So just like it's like the wood bursts open in places, these giant vines just start to wrap all around you and make a dex save, right? I'd imagine.
No, it's strength save.
A strength save. Sorry, pardon me. Roll a strength save, Dorro.
Oh no.
Get off of my spells. Oh,
No
here we go.
problem.
Core. There we go. Okay, sorry. Sorry, guys. I still have to learn D20.
Hey, it's a
You're
new thing. Don't worry
good.
about
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
Good.
What am I doing? Strength save, you said?
Please,
Yeah, on
thank
your
you.
character sheet, it should have a box that lists saving throws. You can just click the strength one there.
Normally upper left.
Yeah, it's gonna be towards the top.
As the resident queen of the upper left here.
If it's cutting out for
It's-
anyone else, give me a holler chat, and I will see what I can do about
there's
that.
your name. So there's on the core page your name. Then there's a box that says inspiration, proficiency bonus, and then
Yes.
strength.
Oh, that.
Yes.
Those are saves.
The
Okay.
saving throw box.
There we go.
Sorry about that, guys.
All right, so
Alright.
I got a 5.
5. Okay. So vines just
Cool.
explode out of the top of this roof and wrap all around you and kind of like are holding you in the air. But you can teleport out whenever you want.
Oh,
So,
okay.
yeah. Yeah. So do you want to do that? Or do you want
Fair Yara might not know that.
Right. Ashford, what are you doing while this is happening?
Yelling at Yara to stop and yelling at, hey, are you with Dorro?
And with that, I teleport out of the vines
Pop, pop.
directly next to this person, grabbing her hand and say, "Why, yes, I am. I'm Dorro, not from Port of Bliss." Wait, who are you? You look familiar. Or do you all just look the same? We can never tell.
I know that city. That city's not here.
Oh, right. No, I'm trying to get home. So you guys, just to make sure, you're not cannibals, right? No one's gonna eat me. Looking at both of them.
No.
I don't think so.
Uh,
No,
okay.
Yara, chill. Hey, both of you
No.
chill.
What's a cannibal though?
Right. Anyway, I was trying to get home. Is what I'm doing, but then you pulled me out of that.
Okay.
I was just in some kind of weird ruined city before, and everybody
Why-
was trying to eat me.
Why did you have one of my strings around your finger?
Oh, that was... So I found it. It was the only thing that didn't look like anything else in the area, so I figured if I just, like, grabbed onto it and funneled my divinity into it, I'd go somewhere or be somewhere or something would happen.
Okay, so you are Dorro. Travel?
Oh, yes. I am Dorro Not, the
You're the
god
new
of
tier.
travel.
You're the new tier. Right, okay.
He's like that other guy.
What other guy?
Tara?
Yes, Para and
Wait.
Zion.
How do you know about Tyr?
Oinkers told us. Oh, Tyr
Oinkers?
Tyr took us out
Is
of the
Oinkers
union.
here? And
No.
No,
I immediately start teleporting around in the area.
no.
Zero,
Oinkers,
zero,
Oinkers
zero,
is not
zero,
here.
Chris is sadly not there.
No. Oinkers is not
Bring
here.
back the
Tyr helped
puppet,
us
Aram.
escape- Tyr helped us escape from the union.
Oh, teleport back down.
But I'm not actually here. This is high. This topped it up. But I'm not here. Bye.
Bye, Oakley Trumpet.
You're welcome.
No. Tyr helped us escape from the union, and we ended up in a Not-Ani
Not
where
me.
we met you.
You met our friend Amity.
Right. A big statue was chasing you.
Oh, right. Sorry. There's been a lot of things that have been happening between that ship and now, and it's hard to kind of keep track of time and
Hey, Yara.
memories and
Do you know where the other people ran off to?
people.
I could find him.
Places?
You could find them?
Yeah.
Okay.
So she sits down, and out of her bag, she pulls out this lovely, simple leather book, and it says in Sylvan some words. It says, "To Yara, my daughter, record all the knowledge you possess in this book." Very sweet. And I don't think I said this last time, but I switched from Pact of the Chain to Pact of the Tome.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes total sense. Yeah.
And so I am going to locate object, and I'm going to try and find Kinsuki.
Oh, sorry. You're trying to find what?
Kinsuki.
Kinsuki.
So
My
Kinsuki.
my
right.
robot dog friend.
Right, your robot dog friend. Sure, absolutely. So let's hold you all right there then and jump over to you all. And you all have been walking through the streets of Waterdeep. And there is, again, food and entertainment and merriment. No one recognizes you because no one actually saw you. But there's a lot of talk about what you all did on everyone's lips.
I mean, Diamond for her part, as we're like walking along, like it's mostly like following like Amity's lead, since Amity seems to be the one who knows, where this is. But every now and then, you briefly see her like go off to the side and like to since we're down here in the Seaward, like next to the docks where there was actual like destruction and stuff was broken and stuff like that. You see her like going off briefly where like maybe people are like kind of working on reconstruction efforts or like sorting out stuff.
Sure.
And getting cleared.
Trying to salvage some of the ships that were damaged or unloading, whatever gear from those that can't be. Yeah, a lot of that.
Yeah, so she keeps like darting off, like almost like she can't even help herself. Really, is like she sees like a certain group working with something, and like immediately goes over and it's just like, no, don't bother with this. Like no, you want that instead, and like just like pointing out what stuff isn't gonna work, or is by this point is like broken beyond the point where it's just like you're not gonna be able to get anything useful out of it, or it'll be like dangerous if you try to reuse it later on or something like that. Pointing out what will, and then like for certain things that she knows she can take care of in that moment. You see her just like over and over again, just like putting a hand to certain things and like broken bits of stuff, just like re-knitting back together and stuff like that in certain places.
And it's almost like second nature. Like you can carry on a conversation with your two friends as you're walking along, and then once in a while just like casually reach over, grab a dock worker, pull him 2 feet to the right as a box slams down and almost crushes him, right? And just like casually helping people as you guys are walking around. Absolutely.
You weirdly see Diamond what you think is probably like in her element, as she is just assisting without thinking. Like it's like
Totally.
like a second, it's as automatic to her as like breathing, basically.
Absolutely. Well, then you guys are helping, working along, and what are Mags? What are you and Amity doing while Diamond is popping in and out and assisting?
I think for the most part, I am just maybe helping with some various odds and ends on the street.
Sure.
Not
Someone
not
needs a
the
box to
extent
lift up,
right?
Opening a door for someone, that kind of thing. Yeah.
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 And just listening to the conversations people are having about what we did.
Well, there's a lot of conversations about the statues in general. They had been
Right.
part of Waterdeep forever, and there had been like rumors that they could be activated, but like no one knew how to activate them, right? And the fact that you guys just showed up and activated them and saved the city from basically a kaiju, I mean, Waterdeep sees a lot. It's not uncommon for there to be world-changing events happening here, but even for them, this was a huge deal and really, threatened them in a way that the citizens of Waterdeep don't normally feel threatened. So it's a lot of conversation about it, but all in hushed tones. Everyone's very quiet, everyone's very reverent, and everyone's very thankful for what had to have been divine intervention.
Right. And yeah, I almost get kind of like diminishing returns of that feeling of reverence from during the fight. And I feel a little bit more uplifted by that fact.
I would say it's a dual thing. I would say absolutely. Like, it does feel uplifting, and there is kind of that resonance, right? But it's so dull compared to what everything is so dull. Sounds are hollow. The cold, the heat, the taste of food around you, everything just feels so dull compared to how you felt in that moment.
Yeah, it's kind of like a high you're always chasing.
I mean, yeah,
That
would
that
be
that,
the
that
high.
state of euphoria that nothing else is ever gonna compare to.
Oh man, that's
Yep.
deep. I didn't think about that.
Yeah. I mean, he had an entire city, a whole city praying
Yeah.
for him. He
Waterdeep,
had,
the biggest
this-
city.
Yeah.
This hits him hard because
Yeah.
he got hit the worst out of everybody in that regard.
you were also shown such an emotional thing, being shown your family, being able to live in there, and then feeling what felt like them loving and supporting you and helping pull you out of a fake reality that you were there with them. And it was a lot for Magnuson to go through in the
Yeah.
last 24 hours. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a bit distracted still, kind of feeling that euphoria wane out of his system.
Sure.
Like, the party was nice, he was able to eat, drink, and rest, and he probably slept in a little.
Yeah.
But that feeling is still kind of on the downswing, and he's
Yeah.
trying to cope with going back to what is his normal.
Okay. And then Amity, what are you doing? So guys, it sounds like you're all kind of in your own thoughts as you're walking along.
Yeah, she's the same. She's pretty like, kind of as like a little joke to herself as she goes along. She's like reverse pickpocketing people.
What are you doing then? Are you like giving them money? Is that
I
what
am
you're doing?
slipping money into their pockets.
All right, I would like you to roll. Let's do a skill challenge. Give me 3 sleight of hands. And then for each success... It's okay, you're a halfling. You get to re-roll that. You get to re-roll that
I
one.
don't. I redid it. Remember my divinity?
Oh, it
Yeah,
only
for
works for
Divinity
other
reworks how that works for
people.
her.
It
That's
only works
right.
for other people.
All right, so you got a 1, a 10, and a what? I'm sorry.
Well, no, it's an 18. I have a plus 8 to
Right.
my sleight of hand.
But
Right.
You have a 9, an 18, and a 10.
Okay.
So,
So
yeah.
all right. So just describe the first person you pick out.
Probably just some like random street kid. Like probably
Sure.
literally just
Yeah. So there's like
it's nobody. Someone maybe that like reminds Amity of herself, but like basically nobody.
yeah. So
First
there's
person she sees.
there's a kid who doesn't look who badly off, but is like hawking like little handmade bracelets, right?
Oh no, not the bracelet kid again.
Yeah,
Not,
and he's
not
like,
that guy.
he's
Yeah.
like, oh lady,
Oh, no.
It's
hey
the
lady,
same boy.
Oh my
Oh,
god, it's the same
you
kid.
you look so good with this lady. Hey, it would look good with your eyes. Make you
Oh,
look
this is
taller.
The exact same thing that happened last time.
Oh, I believe you should take. Yeah, let me just try it on you. It would look really nice. And he's like trying to tie a bracelet on
Literally
you.
the exact same thing that happened the last time I tried to do this.
Yep.
The same kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
That's
yeah.
exactly the same. Yeah.
Oh,
This
you
is-
look
oh,
so.
no, this is a kid's a
You
constant
look so.
across world
You
lines.
look so good with this lady, and like he's
It's like Melon
clearly
Lady.
going to try and like pickpocket you. Like you can see it coming. And so, are you? What? Do you, like you rolled really well with him. You can block the pickpocket. You can just
No,
let
I
him
just like basically
like.
put my hand to his hand as he pickpockets me, but
Sure.
I like put.
Oh,
I like
hey,
palm
lady,
and a
I'm
silver.
sorry, I wasn't doing
No,
nothing.
like
I was just.
really obviously just give him a silver as he does it. Like as in I go for the hand, but in my hand that's grabbing his hand is a silver.
Oh, well, it's 2 silver for the bracelet, lady.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. And I just keep walking.
Okay, all right. Well, thanks, lady. I'm gonna go buy me a shiny apple. Then he goes like running down
Have
his
fun,
side.
kid.
All right. So you guys are kind of walking around in your own worlds, making your way down towards the docks as this whole festival opens up in front of you. Jump back to Yara, Ashrin, and Dorro. You guys have untangled from each other. Dorro, wait, have you let Dorro out of the spell? No, Dorro teleported
Dorro
out. So
teleported.
Yeah.
you guys are all just kind of faced off
Right.
in the alley. Yeah.
So Dorro, you're in luck. My name is Ashrin. This is Yara.
Hi.
We're also trying to go home. You want to meet the rest of us here because we have friends in the city.
Can I
Does he
tell
know
that
we're
they
demigods?
are demigods?
Yeah. I was
Well-
gonna say, Yara
I
immediately
haven't
whispered,
Lead with that.
"Does he know
So-
we're
Come
demigods?"
follow me over into this alley with my friends.
You never got the telescope from Zion in this world.
that
so
was- yeah, no,
so
back
how
then,
would
so
you
no.
know? How would you know if they were demigods?
Well, he's also been bopping around to other places with this version.
that's true.
Could
You
he
know
have picked
what?
up something else in a different place?
You know what? Yeah, you've got godstones on you. You've definitely collected
that I
godstones because
stole.
you could, or you just thought it would get you home. So yeah, absolutely.
That would just glow if I had them.
We could toss
But
it to him.
you can teleport away, is the thing.
Yeah, you could like
Yeah, you
literally
can toss it to us.
and then like stand on a roof. Hold that.
No,
Well,
I'm not gonna do
my-
that.
I was gonna say,
Imagine
Yara
that.
totally whisper. I believe Dorro would probably hear it, but does he know we're demigods to Ashton?
That's
Oh,
funny. That would be
no.
funny.
Yeah, I'll
That's
just
great.
assume that they're just normal. Are they?
You
is
hear Yara
elf
very
too, or
loudly.
What does Yara look like?
So Yara is a
Uh,
young wood elf, about 14.
So she looks like an elf.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's 2 elves want to follow me. to
No,
go
no,
talk
one
to
of
them.
those
No,
is
no.
human.
Ashrin
Ashrin's
is a
human.
human.
Oh no, I thought you were an elf too. Never
Yeah.
mind.
No.
Okay.
I
elf
could
and
see
human,
that,
great.
but no.
Well, court. I don't know.
Yeah.
She's a bard.
Yeah, so you have a couple godstones. That would be a way for you to tell. But as you're thinking that, Yara does loudly just turn to Ashrin and go, does he know we're demigods?
Oh, you just say that out loud?
Yeah.
Fantastic. Demi what?
Oh, right. We're demigods.
Like
You know what that is, right?
children?
Yeah. Well, I mean,
You're like the equivalent of 17. Who the fuck are you talking to?
metaphorically.
Oh, wait, not
I
anymore,
guess.
though. Because you've
Oh,
been in
right,
these.
because this
you-
this could have been a super older Dorro.
It's like decades that you've been trapped in these
Oh, wow.
alternate realities. So yeah, this is like the bearded Dorro you would see in some of the original art. Yeah,
yeah, a little wrinkly, very weathered.
right. Angry.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, angry.
yeah. You and Ambi are gonna get along well.
Well, as far as I can tell, we're children of the old gods, not the new ones like you are.
We are.
Well, but
As far as I can tell.
that would make me a child of the old god too, wouldn't it? No?
Well, no.
Or wait,
because-
am I your parents? Am I in charge of you now?
No, you are not in charge of me.
I mean, that's what I
Not
asked Kelly,
paying
to be
child
honest.
support.
It's just
Oh, no.
over
You know what?
Arm's head.
Do you want our help getting home or not?
What? Yes.
Hey, Oh my god.
right,
And like to the non-existent Amity, Ashton is like, oh my god, they are all assholes.
God, they were right. What dicks. So as you guys kind of walk out of the alley having this conversation, the fair opens up in front of you as well. There's this, there's this really ostentatious boat. There's a huge festival happening in front of you. It gets incredibly loud very, very quickly.
Don't like that.
But even through that, Ashrin, you can hear a harp.
Well, the
it's
first thing I want to make sure
beautiful.
is to put the string in my pocket
Yeah.
because I want to put that in the book
Yeah.
later.
Yeah. It's like 50
Um,
feet of string, too. Like, it's like a big coil of this
That's
golden
fine.
string. Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I could make it all pretty and put it in a hank and put it in my pocket.
You can weave it into something pretty easily. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Nice golden bookmark.
Hey, Yara, did you figure out where they were? Because there's something I want to go check
Well,
on.
Locate object would only work if we were within 1,000 feet of you.
At this point, you are within 1,000 feet of them.
Yeah, it's like like you told us you're going to the docks, or we were there for that conversation at least. We would head towards the docks. Got to be within 1,000 feet at some point.
Right,
Actually,
so
you know what's
is
kind of
the-
funny? So you guys will what you walk out and like wait, and you focus and you cast the spell and it kind of glows in front of you, and then like this white ball of light kind of like pushes forward, and you look up and they're literally like just across a couple docks, right there.
You know,
Oh,
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. So
Oh.
she's right over there.
you guys just kind of like took little side streets, but you both ended up basically in the same area.
They meandered and we got held up and
Yeah.
we ended up the docks at the same time. Oh, Amity, Diamond, Mags.
Oh, fuck.
This is Dorro.
Hello.
It's a raccoon.
Yes, I am.
He's still an asshole.
I
Yes,
teleport,
he is.
teleport on top of the raccoon's head.
Great.
Oh,
Yara goes to
I punch him in the kneecap.
Roll to hit. Roll to hit.
Ow!
Stop!
I use Dex.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Take a swing.
Sorry. I don't have on hand.
just do a
combat.
dexterity
Oh,
check.
wait, 'cause you have to
Just
do
doing
it,
a dexterity.
yeah.
It's fine. Hold on.
It's never gonna hit Dorro. It's no way.
It's a 16.
Oh, does a 16 hit you, Dorro?
Oh, it does.
Okay, then yeah, she just hauls off and just punches you in the knee.
That's 3
Or-
damage.
Yeah.
No, it does 0. Oh, I know you have a higher strength. Never mind.
Yeah,
Yeah, it does
shut up.
3 damage.
you just get punched in the knee by this other halfling. Go ahead to like jump, but like hit you in the knee.
Oh, hey, watch it, buddy.
Get off my friend's head.
No, this is fine. You know, I feel like Diamond's like reached up, like you teleport on top of her, and then just like on like her shoulders, like she just reaches up, like puts hands on your legs to make sure you're like you're okay and not gonna fall off. She's like, no, this is fine. He's not that heavy.
Do you like having your ear scratched?
Yes.
Oh.
She's like,
The
Right,
tail
you're like,
just like,
what the fuck is going on?
My new Torvik.
yes.
Mags, do you remember I was telling you about that dickhead in Ani with the glowing
Yeah,
rock?
I remember seeing him once or twice.
Glowing
during the
rock
escapade.
dickhead.
I had more important things to worry
The
about.
frictionless. Hey, do you remember me with
Yes.
the frictionless sphere?
Yeah, I remember. It's
No,
isn't it-
no, him. Just you, Dorro. Do you remember me
Oh.
with the frictionless sphere? We had to put it in a bag, and it was a big golden golem, and
You've
remember
got
me.
that. You have that on you. You
No,
have
no,
the
we'll say
sphere
I
of.
definitely lost it. I just assume I lost all my inventory.
No,
All I
you've
have is
got.
my
Why
dagger.
would you lose it? It's one of the most important things you had.
Well, I've
You've
been
got.
popping through different worlds and
Yeah,
stuff.
you
The
gotta do-
last world I've decided is going to be some kind of crazy cannibal thing. I can
Yeah.
imagine.
All
it's
right,
all in my
I thought you
were
bag
doing
of
Dark Side,
cannibal.
but
If
yeah.
you don't want it, but if you want to
Yeah,
have
no,
the
no, I
sphere
don't
of
want
Ogun,
anything.
okay,
No, no,
gotcha,
no, no, I don't want
gotcha. Except for your
I
daggers.
just had my clothes.
Yeah.
And of course I kept weapons.
Right, of course. All right, fair.
the cannibals.
All right,
Yeah,
so long
exactly.
ago,
Totally.
like you traded the sphere of Ogun for some bullshit to try and get
Or someone
passage or
took it from
whatever.
me, or
yeah.
who knows?
Yeah. Excellent.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Oh, by the
It's
way,
pretty-
you guys, when you see me, I'm like a little bit in tatters and stuff. I'm scraped up. There's blood. Like I've been
Oh.
in it.
Oh,
yeah.
Are
Doesn't
you
necessarily surprise us.
good?
Fair enough.
You need help? You look like you need help.
Yeah. Wait. Do you know how to get back to where I'm from?
To Calgun?
To wherever Oinkers is from.
Well, no, wait.
Cow-
Cowgun.
Which
Well-
Guys,
okay, Dorro, which oinkers?
no, how would he
Uh,
know that?
The pig one.
No. Guys, bear with me here. Seriously, Dorro, answer the question. When you had the frictionless red rock, do you remember me? Did you meet me when you stole the rock?
Look. And Dora points off at outside the crowd.
Right.
Carnival rides.
Right. And there are a bunch of carnival rides.
Teleport to
Carnival
New York's
rides.
Carnival ride.
Dora
Okay.
and Yara totally run off, and Dora runs
God.
back.
I turned to Ashrin and Mags and Diamond, and I'm like, look. I don't think he knows who the hell I am, which means that the Dorro I met is the one that knew the Zion and Pero we knew is not the Dorro that is that dude over there, which means we don't even know what world he's from, and we've been to three
This-
different Calguns, which means that there could be like, I don't even know how many. We have no idea what world he's from.
This might be the actual Dora. Not just a
There is no
carbon
actual.
copy.
There's no
Well-
actual. We don't know that
Our
you're
Dora.
This might be
real.
this might be our Dora.
It's
Yeah.
true.
And
It
not
might
a
be
carbon
our
copy.
Dorro.
Yeah.
Okay, it might be our Dorro, but there's no actual guys. I think if we start telling ourselves that, we're gonna drive ourselves totally crazy. Also,
Fair.
because if there's
Or
one thing we've learned
Also
is
short
that
drive. all I'm saying.
consequences in each one of these worlds very real and occasionally not limited to
Well, he
those
said
worlds.
he said he wanted to get home, so he could at least come to our home and figure out if that is his home, and if not, go to a different one.
I mean,
We could at least eliminate our home for him.
sure, but even if he's from our home, he's from over 100 years in our future.
Yara and Dorro are the like you have now boarded a Ferris wheel and are like do right? Yeah.
Merry-go-round.
Max, do you think they need adult supervision or?
I'll go take care of it.
All right.
And
I
I'll
need to
meander
go-
over and watch the children.
You're like the dad that's just like, you know, wanted to go home an hour ago, but they gotta ride the fucking Ferris wheel, so you're standing watching them on the yes, it's very high. You know, that's what you're basically doing right now. What are the rest of you doing while Mags is babysitting?
I'm gonna go follow a sound I heard.
You-
It should be nearby.
As you look up, like as you're trying to listen for it again, you catch it, and then you catch like a little shimmering thread, you know, half seen in the air, and you follow it back, and maybe, you know, a 10-minute walk away is this 2-story inn with a big sign out front that has a painting of a golden harp on it.
Before I leave, though, I do show everyone the hank of string that I found earlier. And I'm like,
Sure.
oh, this was attached to him when I pulled him out from a wall. But I was going to put it in the
course it
book
was.
later. I gotta go.
Is anyone
Yeah,
going with
well-
Ashrin?
I'm
Um,
babysitting, so I
Right.
can't.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Diamond, do you wanna? I don't even.
Do you want me to
So-
go with you, or should I go and keep an eye on Astrid?
I don't want Ashrin to be alone. I'm wondering whether I should even bother doing my thing. Whether both of us should go with Ashrin.
You want to babysit and I'll go?
No, let's both go with Ashrin. Look. Clearly, I don't need to be self-indulgent today. We've got a bigger fish to fry. Let's go.
All right,
I'll
so-
mope in another reality. I'm sure there'll be a million realities for me to
Diamond-
mope in.
I think Diamond like thinks for a moment, just like, no, I think you should go. And then she'll like reach up to her bag and like, you know, pull open the flap, and like, you know, out will come like the ball that unfolds into like Kintsugi. She's like, but you won't have to go alone. And she'll like point, and you know, Kintsugi will like move up next to you. It's like, now you have someone to go with.
Now you get a robotic dog to go with.
I love the robot dog.
Oh, good, good.
Okay,
I'd-
so Diamond is the only one following me.
Yeah, Diamond
Yeah.
will go along after you.
Okay.
All
And
right.
I'll
So-
head to where I know the temple is.
Okay.
So what Diamond sees is Ashrin I don't know if Diamond can see it, but Ashrin is sort of like gathering up the thread as she's following it, wrapping it around.
Absolutely.
Her hands.
So it's like it's not real. It's kind of ethereal, and as you reach for it, it wraps around your hand and then vanishes. So it's constantly vanishing as you're gathering it up. And you guys head over to this 2-story inn, and inside it's pretty quiet. There's a handful of patrons at the main tavern below, and that's pretty much it. It's just kind of a quiet inn.
I turned to Diamond and be like, "Oh, you wanted to come with me?"
It seems best that we not leave anyone alone today, just in case anything weird is happening. So, I need to make sure that
Okay,
things are
weirder
going
than
all
the
right
kaiju, but yeah, okay.
just in case.
Yeah.
It
Aram,
seemed
is
like you
this
were
the
doing
one
something.
that I've heard that has the harp in it?
Yes, this is it. So
Okay.
this would be the Inn of the Golden Harp, or the Golden Harp Inn, or
Okay. So
Inn with a harp is.
Diamonds, I heard about this yesterday. Apparently there's a harp that plays itself in here.
As you say that, you notice that there's a very thin, serious-looking man, a human who's at the bar and has like a single glass of wine in front of him. That kind of cocks an eyebrow as you say that, and then returns back to sipping on his wine.
Do you want some wine, Diamond?
Maybe a little bit.
Okay. I will go to get 2 glasses of wine then.
Okay, so you walk up to the bar, and a server greets you immediately. There's a large list of wines to pick from. All seem a little pricey, frankly. Everything here seems a little pricey, and it's nice and comfortable. There's big, oversized. It's kind of like a it's like if a library, if like if a nice library was a bar. That's kind of how this place feels.
I'd take that.
I believe that you said when we were in the vaults that we were, or at least the lady said that we were able to help ourselves to the treasure.
Yeah, absolutely.
So Ashford has money.
Just like handfuls of money? Sure, absolutely. Yeah, you got a
Yes.
bunch of like basically you just reach into your pocket and it's all gold dragons and maybe a couple of rubies. Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
100%.
Diamond didn't take any of the actual like gold and stuff like that because she already has a
Well,
bag
Ashford
full
knows
of it.
she's in a
You're already
city
fucking
and
rich.
she
You
needs
don't care.
money.
Yeah.
Ashford knows these things.
Yeah, so you
Um,
buy yourself a couple nice, like how nice do you want the wine to be, basically?
Oh gosh. I turn to the guy and say, "What are you drinking?"
And he just sits there and cocks an eye and he's like, well, of course I am drinking the best that they have.
I'll turn back to the bartender and order something in the middle of the range.
Right. And like, yeah, 'cause like he turns a list around, and like in the middle of it, you can get a bottle for 5 gold.
Sure, a bottle and 2 glasses.
All right, and pulls them right up, and you just hear it from the
I
guy.
completely ignore him.
Right. Okay, excellent. Then you grab this bottle. You're handed two glasses, and you walk back to like a little. Again, there's like these big, comfortable, high back chairs with these little end tables, kind of tucked into a nook with a front window with stained glass. It's rather nice.
Okay. And the harp is there or no?
So right now, no, there is no harp there. And as another server comes over to where you all are, I see you got your wine. Do you need anything else? You want some cheeses? Some crackers? We got a nice lamb soup. It tastes fantastic. You'll love it.
Did you want anything, Diamond?
I will try the lamb soup.
Oh,
Okay.
one up, Freddie. I knew you would.
I heard there was a harp here, though.
Oh, the hop. Oh, well, the hop comes when the hop wants to come, sweetie. We don't have any control over
Oh,
it. Sometimes
I thought
it's
it was
here,
always
sometimes-
here. I apologize.
Oh, they don't have to apologize. Look, everyone newcomer wants to know about the hop. So there's a lot of stories about it, but this is the one that I like the best. There used to be a lady who used to live here back when it used to be a group home, right? It wasn't always a bar. It wasn't always fancy like it is now. But she used to live here, and she used to play the hop every single night. And one day, her lover cheated on her and left her and died horribly. And she was so sad. Every single night she'd come back here, play the hop and play the hop and play the hop. And one night she just died. She played the hop and she just died. Fell right over and died. And so they were all sad. So they got rid of the hop and they threw it out. And everyone's like, oh, there's no more hop being played here. And then One day the hop just showed up, floats on the fucking ceiling like a ghost or some shit, and just started playing itself, playing all the old songs that she used to play. So I think it's her.
Wow, that is a story.
Ah. Anyway, I'll get you lamb soup. I'll be right back, honey. And she goes walking off.
Yes, thank you.
Diamond, what is the city even?
Very noisy and very interesting.
Yeah. Oh, so the guy I
Hey,
found...
Fred, 2 lamb soups!
Does it smell like New Jersey there too? Or...
I mean, there's a wharf with rotting fish, so yeah,
Yeah,
it
there's
does.
go
no
outside.
one staying at this inn.
So I found a string or strands, and I will take it out and give it to Diamond. In an
Definitely
alley,
starts
and I
freaking out.
followed it to a brick wall, and then pushed open the brick wall, and he fell on top of me.
Dorro, you mean?
Dorro, yeah, he was attached to one of my strands.
This is one that you made, or?
No, I found it. It was on a street, and I followed it to an alley.
It's finely woven. It's gorgeous. Certainly
Yeah.
not trash.
Yeah, no, she can tell that much for sure. And she like looks at it, she's like, that is.
He was attached to it.
That I think speaks of the fact that something is definitely going on. You know, she'll like hand it back. She's like, which is a very nice thread. Thank you.
Oh, this is perfect. So Ashrin is reminded that Diamond is also the one who really likes the book. So at this point, she'll open up the book while she and Diamond have some wine and put Dorro's string into the book.
Okay.
I actually
so-
have a suggestion on that one.
What is
Alright.
that?
Put it. So Diamond like sees you like trying to find a place, and she's like, one moment, and she like goes and she's gonna find like all the segments that are currently blacked out with that like that void stuff.
Totally. So you it's dead in the middle, and it's now spread to 3 pages on either side. So about 4 pages are completely void black, and then the ones on the edge are kind of half void.
I think she points to one of the half void ones, and she says, I think we might need to find out what is happening in one of these places. Not that we have to do it now, but
Okay.
this has been growing.
Yeah,
We don't
I-
know.
it's worrisome.
We need to know what is happening as it grows, what it is doing to these places. These were obviously, each page is a place that we were maybe not meant to go, but that we could go in this journey that we are on. It was part of whatever it was Tyr wanted us to do. And now these places, and she like gestures to the ones that are completely blacked out, I think they are gone. Much like how the place that we came from, that Union exploded. And I think one of those is that place. And we need to know for certain, though. And she points to, like, you know, how one is, like, halfway done. She's like, I think we need to go to one of these places. And we need to be ready to go somewhere else immediately, just in case. But we need to know if it's disappearing the same way that place that we came from was. And if
Yeah.
it is, we need to figure out, is that going to keep happening to every place that has a union or not?
That's a good idea. So Ashrin will put it in one of the half black places.
All right. So on the right or on the left, before
Yeah, do we
or
wanna put
after
it-
the void?
I would say before Diamond. What do you think? That way we know how it's becoming void.
That's probably a good idea, yeah.
Okay,
'Cause we
before
do-
that.
After, we're just seeing the effects after it, which we've kind of technically seen if the place we came from.
If that's true.
Yes, I think.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think Ford before definitely. And then you also had another thing, like a bookmark you found in the vault. Has that been put in yet?
No. Oh, but I don't want to put that in quite yet. That has Barrow's stuff on it.
Right.
Yeah, no, I wanted to double check whether or not we put that in the book yet.
No, I have not put that in the book yet.
All
Yeah,
right.
So we go to the page that's like halfway void and put that in.
So as you're looking at the page to line this gold up with it, and it's a ton of it, but just as you're looking to like begin to lay this in, you're looking at this blackness now, and you can just see like just at the edges as it's very slowly growing, as if you lit a piece of paper on fire and then blew it out, but there is still that smoldering edge that continues to eat away at the paper. That's what this looks like.
Okay.
gonna start laying the gold down.
Mm-hmm.
Roll
I'm
your
actually
divinity.
gonna Ooh, okay. Yeah,
No.
go for it then. Ooh,
24.
nice.
Okay. There is a flash of light, and because you begin to just lay this out, and as you did, you kind of traced along the edge of this burning, and initially the gold vanishes as if it was eaten away, and you keep laying it down faster and faster, and it keeps spooling out of your hand until you're able to form these lines of gold back and forth, and forth, and while it continues to eat away at it, it's eating away slower and then seems to all but stop as you continue to fill this page and the next, just completely covered in gold thread.
Diamond, do you see this?
Yes, I don't know what you are doing though.
It's stopping.
Somehow.
As you do that, there's a single note, and it just
Good, right?
reverberates throughout the entire room. You're in. All of the patrons kind of sit back and look up with expectation, because clearly all of them in the back of their mind thought maybe this will be the day. And a golden harp appears above you in the rafters and starts to play. And we're going to take our 10-minute mid-break and come right back and find out what happens next. So we'll see you all in 10 minutes. And we are clear. Hello and welcome back to God's Fall Escape the Union. We were just inside the Inn of the Golden Harp as the Golden Harp made its entrance, and we're going to cut away from there for just a moment and jump back over to Amity, who had been walking towards, where were you headed, Amity? On your own with the robot dog?
Yeah, me and Katsuki are heading for what's called the Tower of Luck
Okay.
in Waterdeep, which would have only been about like 2 minutes away. It was really close.
Sure, absolutely. Everything's on the
is-
docks. It's great.
Is the main in real Waterdeep.
Yeah.
In real Waterdeep.
In real Waterdeep, right?
In real
Yeah.
Waterdeep, it really is in the Seaward, and it's not far from there.
I would like you
And,
to so describe to me the Tower of Luck. Not just to me. Describe to all of us the Tower of Luck.
just to, I'm just gonna type it into a DM. It's it's kind of a strange building. It's kind of a little like the Leaning Tower of Pisa in that you look at it and it seems unlikely.
Right. Gotcha.
It doesn't look physically like that. It's a thinner, kind of more spirally, pointy building.
Yeah.
But it has that effect of looking at something and being like, what an
How?
improbable building.
Sure. It's like kind of like the Flatiron building or something like that, where just like
Yeah.
the features are so unexpected. Yeah.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
you're kind of like you can't decide if the problem is how or why.
Yeah. Well, as you round a couple of corners and weave your way through a couple daytime drunks, you manage to find yourself right at the base of this tower. And Kazuki kind of looks up and, like, no, actually, like, bark, bark, bark. Like, it's this real, it's this very...
It's Diamond's voice
Yes.
saying the
bark,
word
bark, bark, right? That's
Bark,
all
bark.
it is, right?
Bark, bark, bark.
Bark, 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 bark,
I
bark,
am a
bark.
borzoi.
Yes, that's what's happening. And then there is a sign right at the front that says "No dogs."
Oh, buddy.
Bark, bark, bark.
Kitsugi just like looks to you. It's just like,
Here, get in your...
I'll stay.
Go roly-poly! Go roly-poly! How does Diamond do this? Roly-poly!
No, if you tell Kitsugi that, like Kitsugi was like, oh yeah, and like we'll just like up into the ball.
I scoop Kensuke up into my bag.
Yep. You can. It's weird because as you pick up the ball, like you can hear like little metallic panting, and but you just put it inside your bag. Yeah.
Oh,
And you're just kind of standing in front of this like really ornate door with about 17 locks on it.
Are they engaged? Is the question.
Yeah, that's like Amity goes for her lockpicks, then goes, and just goes to open the door.
And the door clicks and swings open. We're going to hold you right there. And we'll go back to Magnuson and Diamond, who are down. No, wait, I'm sorry. Who's
Magnuson, you're
left?
on the door.
Who's left on the dock?
It's Magnuson,
Magnuson.
myself, Yara, and Dorro.
Right. Okay. All right. So you all are on the docks, and Dorro and Yara, what have you been doing? There's a Ferris wheel. There's carnival games. There's food. There's races. There's jugglers and a bunch of performers walking in and out of the crowd. What are you guys
Some
doing?
guy eating fire.
Yeah, 100%. There's always a fire eater.
Well, as the merry-go-round goes on, every once in a while, I don't know if Yara would do something like this, but would turn back and be like, "Isn't this great, Dorro?" or something like that. Just in the ambivalence of the moment. But most of the time, she catches Dorro kind of just staring off into the distance or something.
Right.
yeah. I
Your
was
little
gonna-
horse going up and
yeah.
down. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like not having fun at all, but doing it.
It's just weird because I was thinking about this on the break, and I would think, like, the first ride she would try and have fun,
Yeah.
and then it would just not be her thing at all.
Yeah.
And so I kind of picture she
Yep.
might even have a little bit of motion sickness right now.
Actually, yeah. It does kind of bother me a little bit too at the same time, but it's probably hard to tell between the scarring and the motion sickness.
So after the ride's over, we get off, and Yara's like, I think I'm done now.
So Mags, you just see them both get off. You've been watching them the whole time, and they just looked progressively sadder as they were riding this ride.
Yes, definitely. We should probably find your friends. Where did they go?
Well, Mags
I
is
don't
right
know.
there, so there's one.
Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah.
Who are you?
I'm the dwarf. I was there in the alley.
Oh, right.
The
Sorry.
name's Mags.
Oh.
Yeah, it's
Oh.
fine.
Are you related to Torvik?
He actually has an Uncle Torvik, but it's a totally different guy.
Literally,
Well,
this
it'd be the
little
other way
fucking
around.
halfling just asked you if all dwarves know each other. That's basically what that just happened there. Yeah.
The weird
No,
thing is the question
but
that
you
needs to be
probably
asked.
didn't know that.
The weird question that really needs to be asked is, does Torvik have an Uncle Max?
Right. Yeah.
That's fair.
That'd be amazing. That'd be absolutely amazing.
That would be pretty
that
great.
one, unfortunately. So how do I get out of here?
Usually we bridge.
What? No. How do we get out of here for real?
No, that's how we do it.
We haven't figured that part out yet.
What?
Well, there's a book.
To
A
get
what?
back to, we should probably figure this out with the others. And I saw
Okay.
Akshin and Diamond walking off to the Golden Harp, right?
Yep.
Okay. I think I know where 2 of them went. The third we'll just have to wait on, I guess.
All right.
Come on, follow me.
So you all.
Yara,
Sorry. Go ahead.
I was gonna say Yara at this point starts looking around and she's getting an idea of what a city's all about. She's likening this area, this playground, to just the animals playing with each other, in their own little areas, and she's likening the stores to the bushes and stuff like that. But in the end, it's like her heart's not here anymore. Like, it was exciting at first, like she wants to like this, but it's just not something she enjoys. But as they're moving across, she smells sugar. She smells a bakery shop,
Absolutely.
and she looks in. Can I make it up, or do you? Or...
No. Make up whatever you want.
Okay, so that she sees.
No, it has to be my canon bakery shop according to my rules.
She sees 2 gnomes inside, probably a husband and wife, and they're baking up all sorts of stuff. And she sees like,
Gnome bakery would be so good because it
Yes.
would be so specific. It would be amazing. Yeah.
and she sees a lot of different variations of kind of the
Very
same
low
recipe.
counters, but otherwise
Yes.
than that, it's fantastic.
And I think their specialty is like putting blackberries in all of their food. So we have a blackberry pie, we have blackberry cookies, blackberry with frosting cake, and for a little while she's just kind of watching like the little sad puppy in the window kind of thing.
Totally.
And she looks to Magnuson and she says, "Are we leaving today?"
I don't know, but do you want to stay for a little longer? We
I
could
wanna
probably
learn-
stay another day.
I want to learn how to make all.
That might take a little bit more time than we have, but we could try.
So she kind of walks away from that, just like knowing at some point she'll come back and try and learn as much as she can.
All right. Excellent. Are then you all walking towards the harp? Or the end of the golden harp?
Well, I'm walking that direction. I don't know if the children are following me or not. Or if I should say Baby Yara and Grandpa Dorro.
Right. Well, I imagine Dorro wants to go because Dorro wants out. So that's where you've told out
Yeah,
is. Imagine
yeah.
you're already like teleporting your way there.
Focused now.
Right.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Much more. Yeah.
Yara, are you coming along?
Yeah, I'll come along.
All right. So as you all are heading towards the harp, Ashrin and Diamond, correct, are already inside. And you are watching with amazement as this golden ball of light grew in the ceiling. And like all of this starts to happen all at once, but there's a glow around the ceiling as the torchlight and lantern light all around you dims ever so slightly. And the sound around where the harp is begins to grow in volume as these gorgeous melodious tones. Ashrin, you've never heard anything this beautiful. It stirs your heart in a way that was so unexpected and so moving that you all but gasp. And then there's a scream, a woman's scream as the harp flickers out and is just suddenly gone. And you see a door swing open and you just catch that thin gentleman you saw earlier hurrying out the back door.
I throw the book Diamond and say, "Keep this safe," and I go after him.
Okay.
Okay.
So you go sprinting, and
Yeah.
Diamond, as you're stammering, you see the front door fly open, and your friends come walking in as Ashrin goes running out the back.
Diamond's like holding the book, and it's just like, I gotta make sure that I look after Asher because I told Amity I would. But also, I'm holding the book that's super important, like is like our key to everything. I don't know how to do both of these things at the same time. So she like looks as everyone comes in. She's like, "Oh, Ashrin is doing that thing, and I need to hold on to this book." She just like looks at everyone.
Did we see Ashrin dip out the back door as we
Yeah.
came
I
in?
would say no. Only Diamond saw that.
Yeah, so she just points.
So-
Like, she went that way. I don't know
Where?
what's going on.
Where'd Ashrin go?
Just points at the door.
And there's a door and in the back of this room where
I'm just gonna bolt for it because
Where did Ashrin go
Ashrin is like
this time?
Right.
Ashrin is the squishiest of all of us, and I need to keep her safe.
Who is running for that door? I assume all of you at this point, or are some of you staying
Yeah, I'll
behind?
run.
All
Yeah,
right.
I'll run.
So you're running for that door. Ashrin, you burst out into this alley behind the inn. I would like you to roll perception.
Well, Ashrin's kind of fearless in a city.
Yeah, totally,
We're finally in her stomping grounds.
easily.
10.
Okay, so you're looking
Favorite
around
terrain.
and you're not seeing anyone. Like you stepped into this alley and there's just no one here, but it's a long alley, and you finally look up and you just catch this gentleman very quickly sprinting up this, ladder like a fire escape or whatever, and getting onto a roof and vanishing across a rooftop.
Can I yell at him?
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, wait! Stop! I need to talk to you.
The man, stops and looks down, and he's dressed in the same clothing as the man before, but it's no longer the human that you saw. It's a dark elf. And he just kind of like,
Oh.
Talk to you.
he just kind of like, gives you a sure, and then continues running. And at this point, boom, the door bursts open and all of your friends and Dorro spill into the alley.
You see like Diamond heading up the rear of them as she's like jamming the book into her bag, all like, "I'm not losing that."
Oh, Dorro, can you go up there? I described the man and his clothes.
Sure.
He vanished over the roof over there.
As the party all turns towards the back and Dorro's standing there like, what's going on? What?
Man, dark skin, elf, wearing these clothes, brown pants. He looked at me, and I need to talk to him.
Okay. Sure. And then touch the ground to find the path to that guy.
So
And then now all of you see this path of light leading right up.
right up the side of the building, right along the top of it, and Durrell's eyes are just glowing as he's, and all the dirt and rocks are shaking all around him as he forms a perfect path to this guy. You could teleport everyone there.
No.
Fair?
As I'm doing this, I say to the group, the journey is just as important. Now follow the light.
All right. And are you all going to... Well, the light gets them like it's 2 stories up. How are they going to get 2 stories up on
No,
the
it
building?
should lead all the way to the guy, shouldn't
Oh,
it?
it does,
Over
true.
over the roof and over the roofs. And
So
it's
you guys
following
can run
him as
along
it's
the
going.
building. You guys don't have to necessarily go up. So Dorro leads you down a couple alleys. You guys are sprinting along, and you can all very clearly see this line of divine energy crackling along the rooftops. It kind of goes in a U, circles back towards the dock, and points straight to this really ornate, garish boat that's parked alongside the fair.
Oh,
Just
boats,
knew
my
the-
specialty.
I knew it was the boat.
Yeah, I knew it was the boat.
You
It's like,
spent
probably
way
cut 'em
too
off.
long describing the boat.
I was like, I'm pretty sure I know whose boat that is, but
So is he on, do we see him at all?
No, you just see this line heading. By the time you guys get all the way, I mean, he took a very circuitous route back and forth. If it hadn't been for Dorro, you never would have been able to track him. And eventually that line just leads straight to the boat, but you don't see him. You see crew and people around. Clearly this boat is part of whatever carnival and festival is happening at the dock it's parked at. but you don't see the gentleman you were tracking.
Well, we see the
so
light.
is
You
someone
definitely see the light. It's starting to fade though, so
Is
wherever
someone,
it is, they've gotten there.
guarding the boat,
There
or
are
can we just walk on?
there are several people guarding the boat. It's well guarded, and the plank has been not the plank, but the gangway has been raised.
Okay. I want to go up to one of the guards and say, excuse me,
Yeah.
there was a man I met in a bar.
Well, honey, that's not my problem.
No, he
And she
said
kind
to
of
meet him.
kind of elbows the one next to him. Lost lover. Hey, they get him all the time here at the carnival. I'm sorry. You seem like a really nice lady. What can I do for you?
There we go.
But he said to meet him on his boat one day.
Oh, he said to
And so
meet you
I'm
on
here
this
to
boat,
talk
huh?
with him.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Oh, that must have been one of the. Yeah. You think one of the carnies? Look. You can't trust any of us. We're just in town for the week. I'm really sorry about that. You probably got your little heart broken and all that. Don't you worry. We'll be gone soon. You'll forget all about us.
Can I attempt to charm them non-magically?
Sure. What do you want to do? Do you want to roll persuasion? What do you want to do here?
Persuasion?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How are you doing this? And then, yeah, please give me a roll.
Oh gosh, I don't know, Aram. I want to be charismatic like I am.
I want to be charismatic.
I don't know.
All right, well, give me a roll and let's see how charismatic you manage to be.
27.
Yeah,
Really
you.
charismatic.
Okay.
So it's like that scene in every movie where you turn away and then you flip back and all the background goes out blurry and the light kind of centers on you and the music kind of picks up, right? And what do you say to this guard?
No, I really need to see him now. It's very important that I talk to him.
And the guards can look at each other and they kind of kind of step back and kind of seem to look at you in a whole new way and oh, look, I apologize if we're being rude here, but I can't let you on the
No,
boat.
you were being charming. It's fine.
I think he blushes a little bit. Oh, thank you, ma'am, but you have to stand here the boss is very particular about who comes onto the boat and starts and looks over your group, which is a rather motley crew.
I can just come in by myself. It's fine.
And then, he pauses for a moment and looks up. And there is the gentleman that you saw earlier, this tall, thin, who's now back looking like a human. Again, leans over. It's all right. The boss is interested. Her and her alone.
I turn back to the group and go, I'll be fine.
All right.
As you turn back, you notice an absence of Yara, and you feel a little scurrying on your shoe.
Okay.
What's on her shoe?
A mouse.
A mouse, right? So the little mouse runs up your, pant leg, and you have to Gah!
Now, into my pocket.
Right? Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, all right, that's fine. And then they lower a rope lowers off the side with a little wooden platform under it, where you just meant to kind of step up onto it and grab the rope, and they just hurl you up to the deck. Do you go?
I'm actually really glad I gave Diamond the book in case anything happens to me.
So you are brought up to the deck, and this gentleman offers a hand to kind of swing you on board. And he just turns and raises a finger, puts his hands behind his back, and walks briskly to a door, flings it open, walks down with you, and you enter a very luxurious boat. And it's not the normal kind of boat. This first level down doesn't have places to store things and place things. It's got a lounge and a private kitchen and a reading room, and you're just walking through what is a ridiculous waste of space on a boat. It looks like it's all for one person. And you walk to the back, and there's these just all glass doors and a huge office behind it. And he bows, throws open the door, and you are met with this huge desk and a globe and bookshelves and magical lanterns and a man dressed in tight red leather with a cross across them and short booty pants and these high red boots, and just turns to you and is like, oh, you're the one. Yes, please come in. Thank you, dear. You've done so well. Have a seat.
Well, thank you. My name is Ashrin.
Oh, I know, dear. Would you like some wine? It's the finest.
Of course.
And
I know that you have a great taste in wine. I'm sure whatever you have is wonderful.
pulls out a crystal goblet that's got to be worth more than anything you've ever known in your life, and pours this perfect elven wine, swirls it around twice, and hands it over.
I take a sip and enjoy it immensely, I assume.
It's spectacular. It's like drinking love. It is that delicious.
So how do you know me?
Well, I know of you.
Oh, really?
Yes.
What have you heard? I assume it's all true.
Well, it's not every day someone just flies in and saves our little city.
Yeah, well, I wasn't the one flying.
I believe at some point you were. And he leans back and he pulls a little, like a little reading glass, kind of like a miniature periscope, off of his desk, and rolls it around in his fingers. It's this gorgeous platinum etched thing. And he turns to you and he kind of holds it up, and it's like a little opera glass as he looks at you. And he adjusts something and looks at you again and pulls it away. You are, after all, divine. I mean, you are divine, sweetheart, but you actually are divine, aren't you?
Well, I assume you knew that. That's why you had me here.
Of course. You have something I need. And
Have
I
something
believe
you need.
I have something you need.
Yeah, I am sure that I can help you in any way. What on earth could I provide you that you don't already have?
Well,
And she looks around at the boat like dramatically.
I do have many beautiful things. But you have something I don't. You have divinity. You have immortality. And most importantly, you have all these little strings hanging off you. All these little connections to other worlds, other people, other experiences, and I would love to share some of those with you. Why don't you just tell me a little bit more about where you're from?
Which place would you like to know?
And he leans back against the desk, and he's just kind of like standing in front of you now. And as he leans back, he drops this human facade he has, and his dark drow of skin shows up, and his ears grow up, and his white hair spills out. Let's just be honest with each other, shall we? Let's start with
Can I
the
just say that I
names.
gave Astron some mace at the beginning of this day?
Why don't we start with our names while we're being so honest with each other? What is yours, dear?
My name.
Yes, please.
You already know my name.
Ashrin? That is your
Yes.
real name? You gave me your
Yes.
real name. Oh,
Of course.
I feel so honored. Then I suppose I shall do the same in return. My name is Jaraxel, and we're going to hold right there.
Oh.
Thank you all for joining us for this
We're in
week's
danger.
God's Fall Escape the Union. We're going to
Okay.
return. Do we have a date yet for our next
I
episode?
think it's next week.
We're hoping
Yes.
next Friday.
Depends.
Perfect.
Depends.
Alright.
On if maybe next Friday, maybe.
That
More.
depends on Magnuson. Magnuson,
Yes.
what do you think?
Yeah, we'll
Yeah,
see.
do you think you could be able to?
So maybe we'll be.
Waiting to
Either
hear.
way, we always come back to do replays every Friday, whether or not we are live. But hopefully we will be. And if we are, we'll announce it on Twitter and all that good stuff. And you'll see a notification whether on Twitch or Facebook or. What else do we broadcast this week? Twitch, Facebook,
YouTube.
YouTube. Thank you. Yes, you'll see a notification on one of those three. Let's go around and say who we've been, starting with Amity.
Oh, sorry, I'm on me.
I thought you were doing a dramatic pause like you were
No,
pissed off.
I honestly just a very long work week.
It's okay. It gets dark at like 3 p.m. where you are. It's fine. Don't worry.
Not quite, but it did get fully dark by 5.
Man.
Yeah.
Sun starts going down around 20:30. But yeah, it's things start to get a little weird. We hit December, this latitude, things got a little weird.
Yeah.
Gonna be a little weird till February. Hi, I'm Orla, and I play the demigod of having existential crises.
That's fair. But that is everyone in my game. I kind of like you're gonna go
You
through it
bring
at
it
some
out
point.
in
Yeah.
people. I don't
I
know.
do.
Maybe like you're the common denominator here.
I'm not. You know I'm probably not going to kill you. I don't kill players, but I will make you want to die. Like that is
Well,
kind
no,
of where
you
I
don't
fit in.
I'm sorry, you don't kill. You don't kill
Players.
players.
Right.
Or
That's
characters.
right. That's true. That's true. I don't actually. No one kills players. Hopefully, that's a good point. Yeah. It's all
You
been a
don't kill
long
players?
con.
Hold on, I
I'm
gotta
just
follow up stuff.
gathering your info, lining you all up. Let's
Hello?
jump. Let's jump over to Ashrin.
Hi, I'm Mary. I play Asherin, the demigod of following strings and flirting to get her way.
You did follow a whole lot of strength this week. It was just kind of like I don't want to railroad any of you, but I did put like here's a line to the next adventure.
Aram
I
went
mean, it
literally
worked.
fishing, and you were the fish that bit twice.
That's exactly.
Asherin can't help herself.
I mean, who could, right? All right, and then jump down to Yara.
Hi, I'm Tyler. I'm the demigod of desserts. Oh, I play Yara, the demigod of desserts.
Yes, yeah, you had some good ones this week. And Diamonds.
Hi, I'm James, and I play Diamond, who's the demigod of trash and holding on to books.
Awesome.
So
Magnus.
glad I gave that to you.
That was a
That's a
good
good
move.
call.
That was a
That was
really good move.
really
So glad I gave
good.
that to you.
Agreed.
I'm so glad
Yeah.
that is not on that boat right now.
Totally, 100%.
Hi,
Magnuson.
Hi, I'm Chris. I play Magnuson, the demigod of babysitting.
And showing up late. The demigod of playing.
Not babysitter.
the demigod
We're
of
gonna
playing
miss
WoW
the
too
whole
late.
First act.
Yeah,
See, you were punished by coming in late. You have to babysit the kids.
that's fair.
Fair.
That's
Reasonable.
fair. Yeah.
Reasonable.
And then, last but not least, our special guest, who will be returning for the next episode, Dorro Knott.
My name is Doug. I play Dorro Knott, god of travel and being pensive.
I play the demigod of sad. Yeah. Dorro and Doug and I are going to be starting up a show called Aram Can't Lose, where Doug basically shows me games that I've never played and I'm completely inept at, and despite my utter failure, Doug will do his best to keep me alive.
Now, is this like a one
That's
game
very
per
nice.
episode, or are you going to try and get better at the same game? or-
No. We're definitely going to do a different game every single time because I need to be equally bad. I mean, the whole premise of the show is that I'm going to suck, but the people around me are going to be amazing.
Yeah,
So,
there you go.
yeah, it'll
I'm
work out
excited
well.
for that.
Yeah, it should
That
be a
sounds
lot of
great.
fun.
That
And
sounds good.
oh,
Can I plug something?
oh yeah, please go right ahead.
I totally forgot. I meant to do it when I said my name. Well, except that I forgot my name temporarily. So I just published my latest DM's Guild adventure. It's called The Valley. It's for level 1 characters to get you from level 1 to 3. It's a murder mystery because apparently that's all I write now. And it has amazing cover art from Laura Boland, who is my excellent partner in crime. So yeah, go check it out.
Yeah, you
'cause
really should.
I need money.
Because I need money. Yeah. So where can they
'Cause I
find
need
links?
money.
Where can they?
They can find links on my Twitter, which is @NaturallyOrla. It's my pinned tweet. But it's also the only thing called The Valley on DM's Guild. So
Perfect.
you
Nice.
can just
That's
search it.
pretty good.
Go onto the DM's Guild, go into that excellent SEO that you've already taken care of, and search for The Valley, and you will find a fantastic. Is it a murder mystery? Is it a?
Yeah, it's a murder mystery.
Of course it
but
is.
It's,
Excellent.
It's just a little. It's a little less. It's a little less clue board esque.
Sure.
Than Murder on the Orient Express, but it's a little more sandboxy because people aren't literally trapped on a moving train. Like in fairness, that one was literally railroaded. They were on a train.
Right. That was
Wow.
completely railroaded. They didn't have
On
any
a
option.
moving train, they could not escape. This one is a little more has a little environmental angle. I invented a new monster for it that I'm very proud of. Called an Aphiad, which is like a bee dryad. And they're hilarious. And
A
Laura
bee
did some great-
dryad?
Basically, yeah, they're like a bee fae thing. They were a lot of fun to make the stop block for. Laura did
That's
some fantastic
Awesome.
art for them.
Oh, I would buy it just for that alone. That sounds
But,
awesome.
like the art of the Aphiats is so good because I don't know what I said to Laura that made her think that I don't know what I said. I just said like it's like a little fae, think like a little bit like dryads or something, but more like insectoid.
Right.
And a little like.
And
Weird.
she went with a bee because why wouldn't you? Yeah.
Yeah, but she drew this like humanoid insectoid thing, except that it's wearing like Elizabethan pantaloons and has a beehive hairdo. So I rewrote the whole monster description to be like, yeah, they kind of want to impersonate humans, but they're not very good at it.
So it's like if Beedrill the Pokemon was in a Pride and Prejudice movie.
Oh, that's
Basically, yeah.
amazing.
Amazing.
No, you're thinking Regency. Elizabethan is Shakespeare.
Sure.
So like poofier, even poofier than what you're thinking right now.
Oh, that's fantastic. Yeah.
So funny.
All right, so definitely go and check that out. I put a link in the chat. And then thank you all for being here, and we'll see you next time. Have a good one, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.